Are you making this common mistake with your morning routine? Are you getting up, drinking coffee, checking messages, checking the news, and then getting off to work? If you're doing that, then you're going against what Robin Sharma teaches in his 5 a.m. club. He has a great book that he calls the 5 a.m. club. And basically the 5 a.m. club is a club for people that want to get up and set their intentions for the day and set themselves up emotionally, physically, and mentally for success during the day. Because if you get up and check messages, then you're on somebody else's agenda. If you get up and you just drink coffee, then your body is going to be stimulated, but you're not going to be able to carry that on for hours. So if you do what Robin teaches in his book, you'll get up early, start your day, and do certain things. Some physical exercising, some reading, studying, and learning. Even Hal Elrod, in his book, The Morning Miracle, he talks about having a morning routine, a morning pattern that you do consistently and repetitiously so that you can win your day. Because when you own your morning, you own your day. Without it, anything can happen. The world is always whirling around us, as Jack Canfield says. The world is whirling around us and it will bring us anything and everything. But if we set our intentions, then we can achieve what we want. People like Oprah Winfrey has intentions. She talks about this and heavily because she sets intentions for everything she wants. Her whole business is driven around intentions. When you don't have intentions, then whatever is going to happen will happen. You'll invite anything in. So whether it's Oprah Winfrey, Jack Canfield, Richard Branson, all of these people set their days up for success. And there's one thing that I learned from my mentor, Evan Pagan, that if there's one thing you could do that anybody who has any success in this world, and it doesn't matter whether it's Jeff Bezos or Martha Stewart or anybody who has any substantial success, they have a morning routine. They have a morning ritual. They will not give that up. That's the last thing they would ever give up. Why? Because they know that they have so much power in that early morning time, the time to set themselves up and get ready for the day. You might get up and just do a little bit of exercise. You could do something called Tabata. Tabata is just a 4-minute exercise. That's it, 4 minutes. And I've been practicing Tabata for months, years now, actually 3 or 4 years. And every single day. And all I do is 20 seconds of high intensity, 10 seconds of low intensity for 4 minutes, 8 intervals, and you're done. You could use a bike, you could use a treadmill, you could use any piece of equipment. You could even run on the spot or do jumping jacks, or if you're really ambitious, do burpees. But the thing is, you can do anything you want as long as you do some intervals. And you can do it daily because it costs you very little time. It's 4 minutes long. That's it. Very simple, easy to do. And you can incorporate some other things. I do push-ups and core exercises every day. It adds up. After 30 days of doing core exercises, I will have done 3,030 core exercises, ab exercises, and 1,890 push-ups, just because I'm doing a little bit every single day. But that's just the physical aspect of it. You could do a little bit of meditation. You could do some writing, setting your intentions. And here's the practice that you really need to do. It's called bookending your day. And when you bookend your day, you will control your life. Not only will you own your day, you will control your whole life. Why? Because at the end of each day, you set the intentions that you want for the following day. Only 3. Because if you have more than 3, then you have none. That's the psychological advantage. If you write 3, you can control it. 3 big things in your life that you're going to do the next day. Write them down. At the end of the following day, you write down the things that you appreciate that you accomplished as a result of taking the actions to do those high priorities that you said you would do. And you set your intentions for the following day. So every single day, you just rinse and repeat. Set 3 intentions, measure performance. You project and reflect, and you keep doing that every single day, even weekends. Why? There's things you want to do in the weekend. Maybe you want to go walking in a conservation area or down by the beach if you have a beach nearby. These are the kinds of things that you can set intentions for and then measure performance. And if you want to, you can look back over the week to see what you did, because what you measure will grow. So if you look back over the past 7 days, you can see how much further along and how much better you were from the following week based on the things that you intended to do and that you accomplished. And if you want to take it to a next level, what you can do, which is what I do with some of my clients, is you can have an accountability partner. Those 3 things that you said you're going to do, send a text message at the end of each day stating how many you did out of those 3. It's a bit of a pressure cooker, I admit, but if you do it, you will substantially grow. Why? Because there's somebody else at the other end expecting you to have accomplished what you said you were going to do. And if you feel any sense of humiliation or responsibility or accountability, you will do those things because you do not want to show up and say, I didn't do this. Years ago, I started with working with Bob Proctor. He was in The Secret and he was on Oprah and very popular in personal development. But he gave me a challenge and he said, book 3 conversations with people that you can talk about your coaching business with every day for 30 days. And at the end of the day, text me and tell me that you've accomplished them. And that was for 30 days. And I committed to that. And I did I had 3 calls every single day, except for 1 or 2 days. And it was challenging. There were times when I would call a brother or family member or somebody that I was just acquainted with and say, hey, I've got this commitment and I need to talk to you. But that's the kind of commitment that you can make. But coming back to what we were saying, your morning routine, that's where you have the most power. Why? Because you set your intent, you have your intentions the night before, you get up in the morning, you have a look at your intentions, you know what you're going to do, you will have slept on them as well. And Wayne Dyer teaches us that we'll marinate and percolate on our intentions overnight because our subconscious mind is awake and alert all the time. It's operating all the time. The only thing that goes down is our conscious mind. When we go to sleep, we go unconscious. So when we go unconscious, now our subconscious mind can work on things as we're sleeping and uninterrupted, which is amazing. So you can give it things to do, or you can give it some intentions that you want and let it do its work overnight. You might have a dream or wake up in the morning with some solutions or some ideas or connect with somebody. And now you're moving down the path of least obstacles towards the thing that you want, towards fulfilling your intentions. So in the morning, take a look at your intentions, do some exercise. Maybe you might do a little bit of yoga, some reading, some writing, drink water. By the way, that's the first thing you want to do is drink water. Have a bottle of water ready. Mine is over here. I have it every single morning. It's full. I drink it and then I take it downstairs. I fill it up again, bring it back up. It's ready for the next day. I set up conditions so that I can just do this without any effort, like clockwork. And speaking of clockwork, Mike Michalowicz has a great book about that where he's talking about clockwork, and you want to set yourself up for success. So create clockwork in your life, especially things like this, like a morning routine, because when you do that, you'll be able to move forward with passion, with purpose. You'll feel good more often. Why? Because you're accomplishing things. You're psychologically checking things off and getting them done. And don't try to be a perfectionist. Brené Brown wrote an article that talks about the 20-ton shield. If you imagine carrying around a 20-ton shield, you're trying to be perfect and get things just right. Don't do that. Just go for it. Do what you can. If you can start your morning with a little bit of exercise, 2 minutes, perhaps, like in Atomic Habits, he talks about creating a habit. So start off with 2 minutes. Just do 2 minutes if you don't do this regularly, or if you're not a fitness type person. Just do 2 minutes. And you might do a bit of reading, 2 minutes. You might do a bit of writing, 2 minutes. Those are the kinds of things that you can do consistently and persistently, rather easily. That's what we want to do at first. Make it easy and doable, and then build from there. I built it to the point where my morning routine is 2 hours long because there's a number of different parts to it. Walks in nature and exercise and yoga, meditation, reading, writing. And it's developed, but it wasn't that when I started. So once again, your most powerful thing that you can do, the most powerful thing that you can do is to have a morning routine, a morning ritual, and consistently do it without failure. Make it so that you do it and get it done and feel good about it. And as you consistently, persistently do that, then you will grow. And if you want to join Robin Sharma's 5 a.m. club, get up at 5 a.m. The first time I heard about that, I joined it. I got up at 5 a.m. the next day and started this routine. And it has made such a huge, significant change in my life and such a benefit. You start your day early, you finish early, and you have great control over your life. You own your morning and you own your day. All right, so hopefully this video is valuable and that you're going to start a morning ritual starting tomorrow. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. Speak soon.